When you're making a side business, when you're trying to make a extra income, when you're doing content creation, or whether you're an artist, whether you're a musician, artist, and you're a small timer, any of these, you can get a fatigue. Now, there are days that we get fatigue, but it's what you do when you get fatigue that can determine your process. If you let fatigue get to you, then you won't push through. And that's when you have to push even more. That's when you have to create and think outside the box even more. That's where and when you have to look to others that are doing better than you in that arena. You have to find the fuel to push through that fatigue. It's like when you run in a race, and not a sprint, but you have to run so many miles, maybe by a certain length of time, whether it's timed or not. On your race, there are times that you're tired. Now, rest if you must, because rest is important. But be careful, because you can end up stopping altogether. See, when you take a break, it might be a day. It might be 2 days. But then you have to get up. You have to shake it off. You have to shake that fatigue off. Through your break, that's when you need to be strong mentally. Your mental has to be strong. You have to think of your why. You have to go back to your why, and what do you see on the other side? You have to think of your results. The results have to be so strong, and you're imagining you getting that result. That reasoning have to be so strong that it catapults you to continuing on your jog, your race, continuing on your craft, whatever that you set out to do. Now, a lot of people stop. As much successful people that you see or that you've seen, whether it's creating content, there's even more people that started create content, and then you don't see them no more. You've seen them for about maybe a year. You've seen their videos pop up on the feed consistently for about a year or less than that, maybe even 2 years. But then it seems like they're showing up on your feed less and less. It's because they stop showing up for themselves less and less. And then you have to ask yourself, what is your why? When you accomplish your why, what does it look like for you? You know, what will you be doing? How will you feel? How will you react. All these things you have to keep in mind as you're going through your journey, as you're trying to reach that goal. Fatigue could be tricky as well. See, when fatigue sets in, that's a test. That's just like nature is testing you. It's testing your physical and it's testing your mental. Sometimes, some days, your physical is tested, and other days, your mental is tested, and sometimes they're both tested. And in those times, you have to remember, who are you doing it for? You have to use the tools to push through that fatigue. Because that's all it is. It's just fatigue. Now, what made me do this topic, fatigue, is because sometimes, and even today, I'm experiencing fatigue. Now you're probably thinking, okay, what fatigue are you experiencing? I'm gonna tell you. I've been creating content consistently, possibly over five months. Consistency. I've been on other platforms, but that's not all I do. I also do a 9 to 5. Now, it's a 9 to 5 that I enjoy and that I like. So I have goals and that I want to accomplish. And when your goals are big, or it may seem long, you have to do more. You have to give more. Then, if you didn't have any goals, or if it was, small, if it was just a small, task. But yes, I made this video not only to encourage you, but to encourage myself as a reminder to keep going, to keep pushing. When no one shows up, that's when you definitely have to show up. You have to show up even more. And even when people do show up, then that's when you not only show up, and you show out. I hope this helps today for y'all. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell button. Until again.